I'm sure you've heard this before. You have been compared to another filmmaker. His name is Tommy Wiseau. Have you heard of him?
Yes, and well, let me put it this way. This is not the first question that I got. Similar question. Let me put it this way. I mean, making when you make a movie, you take a risk of being judged, being labeled, being compared, and the good, the bad, and the ugly. And what I can say is that I made this movie with real money, and it became successful, a cult sensation hit despite all of its imperfection.
Mm-hmm.
And it was produced for less than $10,000, and it made it to the front cover of the New York Times. It got more press. But one of the reviews I really liked that I really liked was I think he was a movie critic with it was Time Warner cable channel, the horror channel, TV, one of their horror cable channel, Time Warner in Hollywood, LA, and he was comparing my movie to kind of like a bird version of the Rocky Horror Show. Okay, so I kind of like that, and I agree with it because initially I didn't understand what was he saying. When he interviewed me and when he mentioned it, we wrote an article about it, review it. But I actually sat in during the Birdemic tour. I actually sat in one of the midnight showing of the Rocky Horror Show. And when the people attend there with their costume and pantomime scenes of the Rocky Horror Show, and they're enjoying the Rocky Horror Show, and my countless experience sitting at a midnight screening of Birdemic nationwide in 2010, and why the people like it and enjoy it, and they pantomime some of the scene of Birdemic, and it's like a scene out of the Rocky Horror Show.
Right.
So I think that's how I reply to it, because I think that Birdemic is really bigger than Tommy Wiseau, The Room, and other movies that they try to do, like Troll and a bunch of other films that they try to compare Birdemic to, because there's a sincerity to it. It has a bigger message. It's not just a horror film, a stupid story, or just a love story. Or
Absolutely right.
Yeah. It has a global point theme that hits you.
Right.
Despite
but you're not trying to cram it down anybody's throat.
Yeah.
Right. All right, but so when people compare you to Tommy Wiseau, they're not necessarily putting it in a negative connotation. They're saying it's on the same level of brilliance.
Well, what I can say is that I had a chance to see The Room, and here is that it's look from the daring and making movies, from the low budget indie filmmaker auteur. I admire Tom Wiseau for daring to make a movie for what money he has.
Right.
I did the same thing with very less money than The Room, for less than $10,000. So I think that at that level, I really respect Tommy Wiseau, The Room, like that.
Would you ever consider a collaborative effort between you and Tommy?
No. No, because I think that I'm a different class of filmmaker. I'm in the school of Hitchcock cinema.
Okay.
Okay, and there's structure to it, it's a romantic thriller structure. Despite its imperfection, the movie became a hit. And to movies like mine, it rarely make it to front coverage of the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal, the Hollywood Reporter, you name it. Because it came from a hit is that it's a different class. Birdemic is in the class of the Rocky Horror Show.